Hello students, our today's topic is fertilizers and manures. This is chapter number 5. So, it is potassic fertilizer or potassium fertilizers. Potassium is one of the essential nutrient of the plant. It is obtained from the natural deposits, example KCl, which occurs in the large deposits. It is soluble and readily available to plants. K2SO4, that is potassium sulfate, which occurs at double salt K2SO4 2MgSO4, is either used as such or treated or remove associated salt. The fertilizers containing N, P and K are known as NPK fertilizers. Potassium fertilizer is called potash. Being highly reactive metal, it is never found in free state. It readily oxidizes to K2O on exposure to air, which combines with water to form KOH. The common potassic fertilizers are muriate or muriate of potash, sulfate of potash, that is K2SO4, and potassium nitrate, that is KNO3. With water, these fertilizers liberate K plus ion, which is absorbed by growing plants. Potassium chloride and K2SO4, that is, are soluble in water and they release K plus ions, which are absorbed on the soil colloids or soil colloidal particles and are available to plants through cation exchange reaction. When these type of fertilizers are applied to acidic soil, Cl ion replaces OH ions, which is associated with free iron oxide. Therefore, it gives greater response than K2SO4. It is toxic to plant in alkaline soil, and in alkaline soils, KCl is always applied along with organic matter. Then here it is potassic fertilizer. Here is a classification of potassic fertilizers. KNO3 is an excellent source of potassium and nitrogen. It is mainly used for fruit trees and crops such as tobacco and vegetables. That KNO3 is used for tobacco and vegetables. In potassium sulfate, K2O percentage is 48.50. In potassium magnesium sulfate, K2O percentage is 22 and magnesium is 11. In potassium nitrate or salt, the K2O percentage is 44. Here it is chart for classification of potassium fertilizers. In this figure, we can see different types of mixed fertilizers having NPK ratio. Here it is NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium ratio is mentioned in that packet. So these are fertilizers which is also known as mixed fertilizers. This is a cycle or K cycle. So in this cycle, plant uptake fertilizers which is mixed with soil and soil solution exchange cations and that plant can absorb that cations through soil solution. So here it is K cycle. In this cycle there is a different fertilizers or potash fertilizers are used or mixed with that soil solution, and exchangeable potassium is available or easily available through that soil solution and which is taken by plant roots for proper plant growth. So here it is K cycle. Then our next point is complex fertilizers. So what are complex fertilizers? These are fertilizers which contain all three primary nutrients like NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. If only two nutrients are present in any fertilizers, then it is called as complete complex fertilizer. Example, nitrophosphate, monoammonium phosphate, that is MAP, and diammonium phosphate, that is DAP, diammonium phosphate. So NPK fertilizers are ammonium sulfate, phosphate and K2O combination. So these complex fertilizers have high contents of nutrients, uniform grain size, good physical conditions, non-caking and non-hygroscopic nature. These complex fertilizers are cheap as compared to superphosphates or ammonium sulfates and preferred by cultivators. The most important grade of nitrophosphate and other commercial complex fertilizers grade are 15:15:15 or 20:20:20. So the proportion of NPK is 15:15:15 or 20:20:20. So this is most famous commercial fertilizers which are used by cultivators. So there are three types exactly for fertilizers, that is straight fertilizers, complex fertilizers and mixed fertilizers. Here it is a chart for the types. So what are free fertilizers? Those which supply only one primary plant nutrient are straight fertilizers. What is complex fertilizers? That fertilizers contains 2 or 3 primary plant nutrients, of which 2 primary plant nutrients are in chemical combination, which is used only in granular form. And last one is mixed fertilizer. They are physical mixture of straight fertilizers, means only single nutrient is there, and that is the mixture of different nutrients. They contain 2 or 3 primary plant nutrients made by truly mixing the ingredients either mechanically or either manually. So these are 3 types of fertilizers. So what is mixed fertilizers exactly? Mixed fertilizers are the mixture of 2 or more straight fertilizers. It is highly useful for good crop yield and proper plant growth. The advantages of mixed fertilizers: they save cost of application of fertilizers, especially in labor scarcity areas. If there is a scarcity of labor, then they save cost of application of fertilizers. They possesses better physical conditions than single fertilizers and hence can be drilled easily. The requirement of these fertilizers is very less. Then they rectify the residual acidity of certain nitrogenous fertilizers in soil. They supply balanced amount of nutrients to plant and soil. There are also disadvantages of that mixed fertilizers, and disadvantages are as follows. Number 1 disadvantage for mixed fertilizer is they do not permit the application of individual nutrients which may suit the need of a crop of specific limits. The unit cost of plant nutrients in mixture is usually higher than those in straight fertilizers. This is second one disadvantage of mixed fertilizer. Then third one is farmers do not mix the fertilizers in proper proportion. Then differential application of fertilizer or fertilizer mixture is not possible. So this is also one disadvantage of that fertilizer. In mixing, chemical compatibilities results in reduction in availability of some nutrients. In chemical reactions between fertilizers may cause loss of nutrients. That is also disadvantage of mixed fertilizers. Now our next point is time and method of fertilizer application or application method of fertilizer. To obtain the maximum benefit from the fertilizer, it must be applied at proper place and in proper proportion. The application of fertilizers depends on, first one, the nature of fertilizer and the type of soil and the type and nature of field crops. So selection of this time for application of fertilizers depends on the stages of the plant growth. Now our next point is correct method of fertilizers application. In case of nitrogenous fertilizers, that nitrogenous fertilizers being highly soluble and reach the plant roots easily and rapidly, therefore they are broadcast on soil surface just before sowing. To overcome the deficiency of nitrogen at latter stages of plant growth, it is top dressed and side dressed. When we are thinking about phosphorus fertilizer, or phosphorus is a slow releasing fertilizer, therefore it is placed near the seeds or seedling roots for 3 seasons. So some important points are, first one is restricted contact of fertilizers with the soil lessens their fixation of phosphate. This is first point. Second important point is necessary plant food is placed within easy reach of the plant roots. The possibility of injuries, concentration is minimized if the placement is accurately controlled. And third one point, or third precaution or important point, is the fertilizers placed in a side bands along the rows does not readily furnish nutrients to weeds growing between the rows. But in the case of potassic fertilizers, so potassium fertilizers should also be placed near the root zones as they are mobile. Then next point is methods of applying fertilizers. There are different methods, or in this picture or in this diagram we can see the chart of methods of applying fertilizers. That is, first point is broadcasting. Then there are 3 types, that is basal or basal application, broadcasting through basal application, and top dressing type of broadcasting. Then second one is placement of that fertilizer, that is plough soil placement, then deep placement, deep soil placement, and localized placement. Then band placement, fertilizer we can apply fertilizers through band placement. It is hill placement and low placement. Band placement again classified into hill placement and low placement. And last one type is pallet application. There is fertilizers which is available in the form of pallets. So last type is pallet application. So there are different methods through which we can apply the fertilizers to our soil. That is, first one is, let us discuss all methods in short. First one is methods of applying fertilizers in solid forms. So there are 3 types. First one is broadcasting, placement, and localized placement form. So methods of applying fertilizers in liquid form. What is important points? First one is starter solutions, that is starter solution is required or necessary for liquid fertilizer. Then second one is foliar applications or spray fertilizers. So spray fertilizers is also essential in case of liquid fertilizer. Then third one is direct application to the soil, and fourth one is application through irrigation water. So we can apply fertilizer through irrigation water also. So that is last important point. The next one is application of fertilizer in solid form. So for that purpose, first point is broadcasting. In solid fertilizers, in order to distribute fertilizers evenly and uniformly, it is spread over the entire soil before being ploughed and immediately before planting or while the crop is standing. So there are 2 types of broadcasting as we seen in this figure. First one is broadcasting of plant, that is basal application, and second one is top dressing. So what is broadcasting at planting? The main objective of this type is broadcastings are, first, what is the objective of this first type? That is to distribute fertilizers evenly and to incorporate it with part of throughout the plough layer. That is main objective of broadcasting at planting. And second objective is to apply large quantities that can be safely applied at the time of planting with a seed and fertilizers drill. This one is second objective. For this purpose, suitable nitrogen fertilizers like ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate and concentrated organic manures, phosphatic fertilizers are basic slags, DCP and potassium fertilizers are KCl and K2SO4 can use. So next point is, or next broadcasting type is top dressing. What is top dressing? In top dressing type of in this type, in order to supply available nitrogen to growing plants like paddy and wheat, nitrogenous fertilizers like ammonium nitrate, sodium nitrate, calcium ammonium nitrate, etc. are applied to soil. In this top dressing method, top dressing of phosphorus and potassium is done only one pasture lands. Top dressing is not done when the leaves are wet, as they may get burned by nitrogenous or potassium fertilizers when leaves are wet. So, we should avoid top dressing when leaves are wet. So, our next class is placement. So, it is also further classified into plow-sole placement, deep placement and localized placement. So, what is placement? Fertilizers are placed in the soil irrespective of the position of seeds, seedlings or growing plants before sowing or after sowing the crops. It is done by following method. First method is plow-sole placement. As we seen in this figure, first method is plow-sole placement. So, during this process of plowing, the fertilizer is placed in a continuous band at the bottom of the furrow. Each band is covered as the next furrow is turned. So, seeds can be sown anywhere on the band. This method is recommended for places having heavy clay soils and dry soils in such a way that moist soils become available to growing plants during dry season. In this method, less fixation of phosphorus and potassium takes place. Our next classification or next method is deep placement. So, what is that deep placement? It is used for nitrogenous fertilizers. In this method, ammonical nitrogenous fertilizers that like ammonium sulfate, urea, etc. is placed in the reduction zone where it remains in the form of ammonia and is available to crops during active vegetative period. Then third type is subsoil placement. Fertilizers is placed in subsoil which is highly acidic and nutrient deficient. It is applied in humid and subhumid regions. Phosphatic and potassic fertilizers are placed in subsoils for better root development. So, this is third type, that is subsoil placement. Then fourth one is localized placement. What is localized placement? In this type, or it is used when very small quantity of fertilizers is required by soil. In this method, fertilizer is placed near to or along with seeds or plants in bands or pockets so as to promote the rapidly early growth of plants. It controls weeds and reduces fixation of phosphorus and potassium. In our next point, we will discuss the various methods used are: first one is a contact placement or combined drilling or drill placement. Second one is row placement. Third one is side dressing and fourth one is band placement. So, in band placement, the fertilizers are placed in continuous or discontinuous bands close to seeds or transplanted plant by two methods. First one is hill placement and second one is row placement method. So, in hill placement, when the plants are spaced 90 cm or more on both sides, fertilizers are placed close to the plant in bands on one or both sides of the plant. And in row placement, the fertilizers are placed in 4 continuous bands when the seeds are sown close together in a row. So this is third method. Then fourth one is pallet application method. In this pallet application method, that is last method in application of soil fertilizers. So here we have already discussed all 4 methods, that is broadcasting, placement, band placement and pallet application. So our next point is application of liquid fertilizer. So what is liquid fertilizers and what is the method of application of liquid fertilizer, we will discuss in our next lecture. Okay, thank you.